Alluux hype.
Chello! Super early stream today, I know. It's so early. I know. It's super early today because I'm not going to be around later, but I didn't want to cancel stream. So instead, did I have something? Got brow product on my fingy. I feel so out of the loop that I need to apologize for not paying attention. You're good, old man Beans. So yeah, we're doing a short early stream today. We're gonna do a little bit of
I made chili. Want some?
Yes. Am I the asshole? Sheesh. Alex has a nose ring? Yes, I have a nose ring. We've talked about this. I have a nose ring, guys. But yeah, so it's gonna be a short and sweet stream. Do some Am I the Asshole for y'all. New video is gonna be coming out when I get offline at 4 of the Met Gala, so make sure to go check that out. I'm gonna be gone for a little bit because of Creator Clash. I'm going to try to do a legitimate vlog. I'm really gonna try hard again to do a legitimate vlog for you guys. I have Adri shooting it when she comes, so we'll see how that goes. We're gonna try. But the first vlog was rough. We're gonna try again. I'm gonna do what I can to make a decent vlog. It's really hard though. I'm gonna slowly get better at it until I eventually have one that I want to post for you guys. Are you excited to see people beat the shit out of each other? Yes. Actually, no. I feel like the whole time I'm like, oh. Especially like if I for people I know, like when I see Minx up there, if she could sit, I'd be like, oh. Like I don't think I. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. But I believe Wubby is gonna be IRL streaming tomorrow potentially, since we're gonna be gone. So keep an eye out for that. But I won't be streaming on Saturday because it's gonna be Creator Clash on Saturday, so I won't be streaming. And then I'm doing some other stuff. Still not gonna be in town, so I'm not gonna be back until next Wednesday. So I apologize. We'll hopefully get we have a video coming out on Saturday too, right? Interesting as fuck should be coming out on Saturday. So you guys will have a YouTube video on Saturday, and you'll have a YouTube video today, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. So not too bad. I'm gonna try my best, but to not miss as many streams as I can. But there's so much traveling that, like, again, Wubby's stream is gonna take priority, and we're gonna be doing stuff on his stream, IRL and stuff. And we're not gonna do that like 3 days in a row.
Harrison.
But Harrison, appreciate you. Thank you for the 5 months. Limp, thank you for the 1 year. Ed Boy Spam, thank you for the 2 months. FPS Daddy, thank you for the 43 months. Long time no see. But yeah. So let's just get right into it, just because we don't have a lot of time. With Am I the Asshole? Wee. Where's my sub-gifter chat?
Hi.
Oh, there it is. I am the asshole. Don't be the asshole. Quick answer. Yes. Wow. Okay. Rude. God, thank you for the gifted subs. Sacred friggin', thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate you guys. Seriously, thank you. Okay. We're probably gonna have a weird viewership today because people are gonna be like, why the fuck are you live at 2:30 on a Thursday? Yeah, I tried to tell people as much as I could, but yeah, probably people won't understand that we're live right now. Okay. Let us see. Oh, this one was deleted. Okay. Let me set these up. Okay, let me grab all these.
Ye early stream.
Oh wait, no, we did this one already. Okay, here we go. Let me set this up real quick. Should be good. Why is my window capture not working? TV cover. Am I the asshole? Cam. There we go. Fixed it. Woo, for the 5:30 a.m. Australian viewership. Yeah, apparently. Amelia, why are you up at 5:30 a.m.? Jesus Christ. Dear God, am I the asshole? So at least, you know, the YouTube videos will be consistent. You know, we have enough content to not fall behind on the YouTube at least. So if you want Alex content,
Share your sub
go to
anniversary in chat.
Ayo. Okay, so first one of the night. Am I the asshole for calling my classmate bald? Okay. I know it sounds really bad, but let me explain. The one kid, Mona, in my class is super fucking pretentious and obnoxious as shit. To give an example, I didn't really apply to any super competitive colleges, and when I told them my list, they had this super judgmental tone and asked me why I didn't apply anywhere harder. It's not really a big deal, but a lot of this shit adds up. They're also racist and calls me an activist as an insult because I looked at them weird for saying racist shit. Okay. Now to get the reason I called them bald. I don't like being called short. It really nags at me, and it's something I've been insecure about my whole life. It's also pretty easy to tell I don't like being teased for it, and because I usually tell people to shut up when they say something about my height. Chelsea, thank you for the 5. I appreciate you, seriously. Thank you. So when I walked into class, the first thing Mona said to me was, "Hey, little person." I don't know if Mona was referring to dwarfism when saying this, but they were very clearly trying to insult me. I have no type of filter when I'm pissed, so I said word for word, "This is why you're balding at the age of 17. I should mention they don't have a medical condition, so please don't get on my ass for what I would never make fun of a medical condition somebody has. Also, the way I know this is because they told me it was just male pattern baldness. I felt pretty assholey after saying this because I don't like taking jabs at people's appearances, but I was so sick of dealing with them, I just burst it open. Also, it's just an asshole thing to do to make fun of somebody's thinning hair, so I understand why it was embarrassing. They also haven't spoken to me ever since." I asked my friends in my class, and some of them said it was mean, but it was deserved. Others think it was a bad overreaction. TLDR, annoying classmate called me little person in an assaulting way, so I called them bald. Am I the asshole? I feel really guilty, and I want to apologize if I was super out of line. Mona is a dude. Yes, apparently Mona is a dude. It sounds like Mona is a dick, but like, here's the thing. You're asking if you were an asshole, right? If you think that calling somebody bald when they're struggling with male pattern baldness is an asshole thing to do. Yes. I know chat is spamming not the asshole, but you are an asshole if you call somebody out for being bald when they're struggling with male pattern baldness at the age of 17. That makes you an asshole. Was it deserved? Maybe deserved. Maybe deserved. But because they were calling you little person, making fun of your height. So yes, deserved. They were also an asshole, but you know, two wrongs don't make a right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just because they were an asshole doesn't mean you get a free pass to be an asshole. If you want to be the bigger person, then don't be the asshole. But you definitely were the asshole in this situation, in my opinion, right? They even said, you know, I think it was an asshole thing to say. It's like, yes, it was an asshole thing to say. You were being an asshole. A well-deserved asshole, but you were still an asshole, you know? What does this say down here? And I no longer feel bad. Turns out they were throwing softballs at my head in middle school class. Any advice? Context, our teacher is softball coach and has equipment in the room. What does that mean? I no longer feel bad. Turns out they were throwing softballs at my head in the middle of class. What do you mean, turns out? Like, I just realized. Yo, they were throwing stuff at me. Turns out. What does that mean? Throwing softballs at my head in the middle of class and advice? Context, our teacher is softball coach and has equipment in the room. What? Are they saying because of this, they started throwing softballs at my head, so they are an asshole, so they deserved it? This still makes you an asshole. I don't understand what this whole last line means, but yeah, still was an asshole, still deserved, but you were still an asshole. So at the end of the day, you know, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. You acted like an asshole. And I get that, you know, it boiled up to a point where you couldn't take it anymore and you lashed out, but still, you were still an asshole. Who just subscribed to me? Rog. You do, Rog. Thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate you. Seriously. Okay, next up. Quick, easy one. Oh, I already saw the title of this. Am I the asshole for using my wife's $400 hairdryer on my nards? What's up, Reddit? What's up, Reddit? 35 male here, wife 32 female. Oh yeah, like it's coming in so hot. What's up, Reddit? Like, let's just bro down. Let's bro the air up a little bit. Let's get my bros in chat. 35 male here, my wife 32 female bought herself this awesome hairdryer from Dyson last month, and she paid over $400 for it. This is easily the coolest hairdryer I've ever seen. It's silver and purple and has this really cool design. Reminds me of the plasma rifle from Halo. Super quiet as well. You can dry your hair in stealth mode. What's up, Reddit? I got a wife. I use her expensive shit to blow dry my nuts. I was so impressed by this dryer. dryer that I asked my wife if I could use it too. She said I could use it whenever I wanted, and it was good that I use it to better
Good night,
our money's
Alluux.
worth.
Have a good stream.
Okay, thank you. Did you say good night? Number Patty, you're going to bed? What time is it for you? Thank you for the 22 months. Appreciate it. Okay, I started using it every morning after my shower to dry my hair instead of just a towel and air drying like I used to. That guy Milky Way, leave the 14 months. Let me pause this for a second so I can get through the sentence. I started using it every morning after my shower to dry my hair instead of a towel and air drying like I used to. I have short hair, so it only took like a minute to dry. Still felt like I wasn't getting much use out of it, so I started experimenting. I tried drying my armpits, makes applying deodorant much nicer, and I started drying down below. Side note, 100% do recommend. Without going much into detail, it just feels a lot more hygienic throughout the day. This morning, my wife walked into the bathroom after my shower and saw something perhaps she wasn't meant to see. For the record, I did not intend for her to come in, but I didn't have the door locked. I had 1 foot on the door, 1 foot on the counter, hairdryer in hand pointed towards Venus and Earth. I may have also been humming the Halo theme. Huh, okay. My wife had a bit of a freak out, was like, what are you doing? I stopped to remind her that she said I could use the dryer whenever I wanted. She countered with saying that she didn't say I could use it that way. So I'm not sure if my wife has a point here. I definitely did not explicitly state how I was going to use the dryer, but there was no conversation of limitations beforehand. Am I the asshole? Huh. This one's interesting. This one is interesting. You're the asshole. What the fuck do you mean wasn't getting enough out of it? This dude is so disconnected. I don't think he's an asshole for this. I think the wife was probably caught off guard seeing you, you know, legs a spread for all to see. Like, how close was this thing getting to your asshole? I think the real issue here is how close are you putting the actual dryer to, like, your asshole? Like, it depends on if you're not touching anything and just the air is going through stuff. I don't give a shit. But if you're sitting there and it's like resting between your butt cheeks on your asshole and you're blowing out your nads like frontwards, you know what I mean? I think it really depends on the context of the contact that he's making with the dryer. You know? You know what I'm saying? Bro, if your wife is upset about seeing your nude body, maybe you should reevaluate your marriage. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he was caught off guard and he was spread eagle blow drying his nuts. And she was like, what the fuck are you using my hairdryer like that for? I think, this is what I think. I think that the wife was like hurt by it because she bought this expensive thing and she was really excited about it and she felt like really like, it probably made her feel very luxurious. This is probably a piece that made her feel really luxurious and made her feel like, ooh, I got this nice thing and I'm using it. And I'm like, ooh, I got all my nice hair and ooh, my husband can use it, ooh. And then seeing it being used as something so like not luxurious probably like struck a nerve with her and was like, man, this is my luxurious thing and you're using it for something not luxurious and that hurts me. Not fairly hurt, but that's definitely what was going on. It definitely made her feel like, man, this is my luxurious thing. Why are you using it on your balls? I can get that immediate snap reaction. But yeah, no, I don't think you're the asshole. You're blow drying your nads. You're using it on your armpits and all that shit. But as long as like you're not making contact with any genitalia, you know, I think that's probably fine. You know, it's not like he was using a pair of clippers to trim his pubes. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'd probably be unhappy at first, but then laugh. Exactly, like your immediate reaction is probably like, bro, what the fuck? But then it's like, okay, yeah, okay. But I think that initial reaction was probably like, bro, what the fuck? My nice expensive hairdryer, and your brain instantly was like, that's not okay. But then once you sat down and thought about it, it's probably like, oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. But when you see it in that context, you instantly are like, the risk of dropping it too high, I'd be pissed. True, if they dropped it or something, then they would definitely have to buy you a new one. Freshly showered balls too, not like he's rubbing his dirty ass on it. Yeah. I too would like some luxurious balls. But yeah, it sounds like he really enjoys it and he is getting a lot of use out of it. And It's one of those things where it's like, maybe he should have told her. It's like, no, that's also kind of weird. It's like, hey, babe, is it cool if I use this on my nuts and butthole? Is that fine with you? Because I feel like the answer would always be no. And it's like, well, then you shouldn't be doing it. It's like, no, it's just awkward and uncomfortable sounding, you know? This is a great time to join stream. Yes. Yes. We're talking about blow drying nuts with a $400 hair dryer. Let me turn this down. Some of the songs get so loud. Where was I? Ooh. Ooh, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Nobody look, nobody look. I'm spoiling all of them. There we are. Spoilies. Spoilies, don't look at the spoilies. Heat on your balls is bad if you're trying to make baby. Maybe don't do it. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Kira. I wonder if there's like any like negative consequences to blow drying your nuts. If you touch your husband's balls, what is there to lose? Exactly. You touch those things. But yeah, no, I understand where she's coming from, the initial reaction. But yeah, I don't think he's the asshole. P is not the asshole. I think you kind of come across like a frat bro douchebag. So I don't know how accurate the story is and how much more in depth you were getting with this hairdryer. What's up, Reddit? 35 male here with my 32 wife. You know, it's very Jersey Shore-esque. Like, I don't know. I was just blow drying my nads. Feels real good. Like, yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. Lowers your sperm count or something, doesn't it? Oh, sheesh. From experience, always use the lowest or cool setting. Okay. Hairdryers have a cool blow mode. It does not have to be hot. That's so true. Accurate. This man's blow dries his balls. He knows. Imagine having the convo, honey, I'm going to buy another hairdryer. Why? We have one already. I want to use it on my testes. Yeah, it's like, exactly. It's like, okay, I want to buy a second one then for me to use on my balls. Yeah, it'd be strange. It'd be strange. Okay, next up. Am I the asshole for telling my friend the truth about why she never gets a second date? Oh, no. Oh, no. My NB19. Oh, my non-binary friend. My non-binary 19-year-old friend. Female, 20. Claire. Okay, hold on. Let me start this over. Jesus Christ. Sometimes they put it in a way that I'm like, I'm confused. Okay. Me, non-binary 19. Friend, female 20, Claire. Fake name. Known each other for 2 years and go to uni together. We're both single and we are both overweight. It's relevant. Uh-oh. Claire has been struggling to find a partner recently and has been getting to her a bit because she has been on a few dates with people, but very few, 1 or 2, have agreed to a second date. She thinks it's because people don't want to date a bigger girl, but my guess is that many people are put off by the fact that she lacks relatively basic manners on some stuff. For example, she often chews with her mouth open, talks with food in her mouth, or talks really loudly even if she's in a quiet place. She's aware that she does this sometimes, but she still does it. Recently, I was hanging out with her at your place, and we were talking about an upcoming date I have with someone and that I've seen a few times before. She's been super supportive and happy for me throughout. At some point, she talked about how she wishes she knew how to attract people that weren't too shallow and would like her for her personality instead of focusing on her looks. She added that I was lucky that I found someone that liked people with my style. I have goth style when she has a very indie hippie style. I told her that her personality and her looks were not the issue, because she's a very pretty and funny girl, but that first impressions were important in dating, and things like chewing with her mouth open was a common turnoff. She was pretty quiet afterwards. When I got home, she texted me that what I said was uncalled for, and not that everyone was taught perfect table manners, so I shouldn't act like I knew better. I didn't reply because I'm still surprised that she reacted like this, because I don't have perfect manners either, but the things she does are legitimately things that would put people off on a first date. Am I the asshole for what I told her? Not the asshole, she's a real friend. I'm kind of torn, right? Because it doesn't sound like she was asking for tips on why she's not getting a second date. She didn't really ask. People were like, oh, she asked. But she didn't really ask. She said, she's super happy for me, and she wished that she knew how to attract people that weren't shallow, and that people would like her for her personality over her looks. So she wasn't saying, oh, why aren't people coming? She's saying, oh, this is the reason, and I wish people would like me for this. I'm saying, a good friend, yeah, you should probably be like, hey, that's not the issue. I feel like they should have left it open for her to ask for the criticism. Like, said something like, oh, like, I really don't think that's the issue. I might have an idea of it if you want to hear it. Like, I feel like they kind of, like, injected themselves and told her, hey, because you have bad table manners. Maybe that's probably why. Even though they don't really know. Like, one, this person hasn't been with them on any of their dates, so they don't actually know how they act. And two, some of these people could be shallow on their weight. Like, what does their profile look like? Do people know up front what their size is? Stuff like that. Ashnar, hi, how are you? The Asian carp. She could have said it nicer, though. Came off kind of mean. Exactly. She came off very much like, yeah, especially because she was probably hurt because this person has found someone and is able to go on many dates, and she's really struggling with this. So to kind of like kick her while she's down is kind of rough. Seems like a friend's pet peeve being disguised as advice to me. That's what I'm saying. This comes across to me as something that they do that she is not okay with. You know what I mean? Like, I think she was looking for sympathy, and she was looking for, you know, a shoulder to cry on, because she's like, hey, I'm not getting dates. Like, this sucks. And sometimes you just need a friend to be like, it's all good. Like, I'm here for you. If this is happening all the time, she's saying this to you all the time, I would lend a hand and be like, hey, do you want some help? Like, I think that I could maybe give you a few pointers that might be helpful, seeing as, you know, I've been on a few dates with this person already. I could help, could not, I don't know. I just came off very, like, aggressively annoyed with what she's trying to help her improve. A true friend would help you figure out why you're not getting dates and help you improve. I agree with that. I just feel like the way that it came off was not good. I don't know. Hey, you eat like an Event Horizon. Maybe don't do that on dates, bro. I see your perspective now. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, I feel like she should have given her the opportunity to ask for the advice, but she kind of just like injected it on somebody that clearly sounds like they were down and like just wanting to be comforted. There's a lot of people that are like that. When you say something, you're saying it because you just want to be comforted. You don't really necessarily want to be told how to fix it. There's some people that are just fixers. You tell them something and they want to give you advice on how to fix it, but people aren't always necessarily looking for that. I will still say, though, I don't necessarily think OP is the asshole, because I think they were genuinely trying to help them. I don't think that they worded it properly and that they could have communicated a lot better, but I don't think they're the asshole for it. Yeah, I don't think they're the asshole, but I definitely think your heart was in the right place. You want to give your friend advice because you do want them to go on more dates, but, you know, maybe search down deep inside and see if this is an issue that you have with them, and might not necessarily be the issue that they're having on their dates. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what's going on in those dates. People act completely differently around you as they do around other people. But that's literally the story I told yesterday about how I tried interviewing my friend Haley for a position at my work, and it was like night and day. She was really sociable and like on her game outside of work, but at that interview it was so bad. And seeing that, I'm like, this is why you don't have a job. I had no idea. I'm like, I don't know why you're not getting a job. Yeah, I'll interview you. And then she comes in and she's like sitting with her feet up on the desk, applying lip gloss throughout the interview. It's like, you don't know how this person is acting and how the date is going unless you were literally there. It is what it is, right? After doing it so many times, it's best to be truthful to the other person's sake as well. Like having something on your face, but no one wants to embarrass you by saying something. Okay, the face thing, if you have something on your face or in your teeth, you should tell the person. They're not asking you to tell them, but they are. Every single person wants to know if they have something in their teeth or on their face. They would rather be embarrassed for a split second than have multiple people over and over be embarrassed without them even knowing. Yeah. Yep. Take it off their face or teeth unprompted. Oh, just be like, oh, 1 second. You lean in. Oh, I got it. It's fine. They're just sitting there like, what the fuck? Alex, or for ladies, if their skirt is tucked into their underwear. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be so bad. Oh my God. I can't even imagine that happening. That makes me want to vomit. Would you imagine walking out of a bathroom and like walking around with your skirt tucked into your underwear, just walking around? Oh my God, I can't. So true. I got to work and I had a tiny nosebleed by accident and my mask had blood on it. So I'm happy I was told. I'm sorry to laugh, but I had a tiny nosebleed on accident. I don't think anyone purposely has nosebleeds. I accidentally bled a little from my nose. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, but that just made me laugh. I was leaving work from someone I work with and my dress got stuck in my bag and I had my ass out throughout the whole hospital. Oh my God, I would run up to you and be like, ma'am. Oh my God, ma'am, your ass. Oh my God. Here's the thing. You have that embarrassment wash over you in that moment. But think about that tenfold after you start counting how many people saw you that way. I would simply pass away. I would simply die if that happened to me. Okay, next up. Am I the asshole for cooking scraps for dinner? Hold on. I walked out of high school with my dress out for an hour. Went through public transport. If you're wearing a dress, you need to check like 10 times. See, every time I leave the bathroom, I will look in the... Most bathrooms now will have mirrors that are tall enough to see your whole body. I will do a spin, a 360 in that mirror before leaving that goddamn bathroom. Oh my God. Oh man, I had a coworker text me that my pants had a massive rip in the back once. Oh boy, that was a day. Oh my God, I hate it. I hate it. Ass checking mirror. Yup. Am I the asshole for cooking scraps for dinner? I, 27-year-old female, cooked my boyfriend, 41-year-old male, scraps for dinner. What does that entail? Like food you found in the trash? Like, what does that mean? We need to go grocery shopping, but I have leftovers in the fridge from last night, which I assured would be eaten this evening. These leftovers are uncooked burger patties, pasta salad, and grilled corn. At 7 p.m. this evening, boyfriend asked what I was making for dinner. I reminded him of the leftovers. He said I was throwing a hissy fit over not wanting to cook him a good meal. Then he said he'd probably just eat crackers or something, and that he'd figure it out himself, then fell back asleep. I don't want anyone to read ahead. 27-year-old female, 41-year-old male, 7 p.m. went back to bed. After he fell asleep, I felt horrible, so I cooked up some rice, ground beef, peppered onion, grilled some fresh corn, and mixed it all together with some made chipotle sauce, and then baked it with some cheese to melt. Girl, no! Whoa! Sheesh! Do you want to get married? Do you want to get, like, hello? 27-year-old female is like, oh, my scraps from last night's perfect dinner. I can't serve those. I have to scrap it all and start over. Oh my God. I want to hug this woman. When I presented it to him, he wouldn't even taste it. He asked if I got fresh ingredients at the store or just used what we had. I told him I cooked everything fresh, but it was bought yesterday. The corn hadn't been cooked before. The pepper hadn't been cooked before. It was all extra ingredients that I hadn't used yesterday. He then told me I ruined his night by not listening to him and letting him make his dinner cracker meal, and a horrible girlfriend for trying to serve him scraps. I insisted that it's not scraps, but he kept yelling scraps and told me to leave him alone to starve. Should I have played this differently? Was I really that bad for making him this? Or am I the asshole for not listening to his cracker thing? Or is he just in a mood and being a jerk? I don't even know what to say about this. I just to start off, not the asshole. I'm not even going to entertain the idea that you could ever be an asshole for anything that you've said in this article. At first, I'm like, maybe this is an unreliable narrator. This person sounds like, this man sounds like a fucking psychopath. Who would ever be with this man? I think this woman just might be lying and she might have had more of a freak out than I thought. But the fact that she signed it off with, or is he just in a mood and being a jerk, is so real sounding to me that I believe this woman entirely. Again, could be an unreliable narrator, but the way that she speaks in this article is like, you 100% handle this poorly, though. The way that it should have played out is you say, fuck you, make your own goddamn fucking dinner, you lazy piece of shit, and then you walk out the door and leave and never speak to this man again. I am beside myself. I am beside myself. You are being brainwashed by this man and trained by this man to the point that it's so fucking disgusting, I would call it abuse. Just based on this. I don't know how you act, but the way that this sounds to me is you are being emotionally abused by this man. I cannot believe that he said, food that you bought the day before, fresh, not cooked, was still scraps. You have to go grocery shopping every morning? You have to get... Not only are you cooking this man dinner every night, you have to get up and get fresh ingredients the morning of? Every day? I can barely make my own Uber Eats order. What do you mean? I'm 31. Holy shit. Holy shit. I have eyeliner in my waterline. Come here, eyeliner. Come here. Here we go. Even if I was handed cooked shit by my girl, I would pretend to eat it all until she walked away. Right? If somebody went through the effort of making me food, I would be like, yes, thank you. It was delicious. You know what? I'll even give an example. Booty. Booty is great. When we have HelloFresh, he cooks it and he gives it to us. Even if for some reason the recipe is shitty, whatever, you take it, you say, thank you, this was fucking delicious. And that's all you say. That's it. That's it. Even if it's a recipe that I'm like, I'm not really big on this, it's like, oh, this is delicious. I love this. I love this. This is my favorite meal ever. Yummy. Thank you. Thank you, Booty. Oh yeah, he's burned shit a few times. Okay, I'm not even referring to how we, Wubby. I'm referring to maybe the specific recipe was not great, not how he prepared it. I'm just saying. I didn't say he burnt shit. He burnt it to shit. Okay. He burnt it to shit. Okay. He really burned it. Okay, I'm glad. He nuked that rice one time. I need to see the comments on what they're saying here. 1, why is it your job to cook? 2, why is your boyfriend too good for scraps? 3, what's so wrong with eating crackers if he doesn't like what's to offer? Does he think it's cannibalism or something? Not the SO. Guy sounds like a nightmare. Really does. What's wrong with eating crackers? Does he... Oh, blah. Class comment. Some of us are from countries full with people who will fight over scraps. Even some of us that do remind that the little spoiled man of yours. Oh, he's so spoiled. Let me see if they made any other posts or comments. Oh my god, there's so much responses by her. Okay, hold on. Hold on. There's a bunch of responses, but they all have, like, really negative upvotes. Let's read this. I left my teaching job to work for him. He owns 2 construction companies that I do all the bookkeeping for, as well as meeting with clients, booking. His companies pay all the bills, but I contribute from my paychecks. However, I don't know if that counts since he signs my checks. Info. What age did you guys begin dating? We started dating when he was 39, 39, and I was 25. We've been together for 2 years. We moved in together after my dad died very steadily in my home. Wow. This is a fucking nightmare. Are you relying on your boyfriend for food and shelter? Do you work? Does he pay your majority of your bills? I left my teaching job to work for him. He owns 2 construction companies, and I do all the bookkeeping for it. These companies pay the bills, but I can contribute from paycheck to paycheck however I can. In other words, you rely on him for basically everything, even your livelihood. This man practically owns you, and you really need to get out of there. Oh my god, this is so terrifying. The power dynamic is so off. He literally has control over all of your livelihood, and he knows it. You are in an abusive relationship. You need to leave. Wow. This is so bad. Let me see what else you said. Hold on. Let me see if there's other comments. Oh my God. This is so sad. I'm gonna cry. So the reason that she moved in, like I said, moved in with this man is because her dad died suddenly. Oh my God. I'm getting emotional. They said, I'm currently in grief counseling. My dad, who was my best friend in the entire world, died very suddenly about a year ago in my bedroom of a heart attack when bringing me mail. After that, I couldn't sleep there anymore, so I was forced to move in with my boyfriend. He was going into her room to hand her mail, and he dropped dead of a heart attack. Oh, she's so abused. She's like, we're together because I love him and he loves me. He was there for me when my dad died. He's only attracted to women that are younger, and I'm only attracted to men that are older. He's been working on himself, and I'm trying my best to support him. Damn. I'm surprised at how intensely people are taking this, what feels like a really small thing. Oh, man. Man. This is rough. This is really bad. The copium in these, if anybody's interested, I'm going to link this. And all their responses is really, really sad. People are downvoting the shit out of Oblivion. Because like, no, this is a really small thing. He's working on himself. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't listen to the cracker thing. I should have gone to the grocery store and made something completely fresh. He's actually a million times better than he used to be. I'm a little shocked that everyone so far seems to be on my side. He's gotten a lot better. I will say he used to be abusive, but he's been really putting in an effort to change his ways. He's been doing really good, but I wanted some outside advice. Oh my God, that's so sad. She's completely delusional. She's not gonna leave, and it's so sad. That's so sad. That's so sad. I can't. I can't. I gotta move on to the next one. Whew. Next one. Oh my God, I can't. Moving on. Reset. Next one. Am I the asshole for not telling my girlfriend and her family that I can speak Japanese? What am I drinking? Mountain Dew Zero. Let me try it again. Am I the asshole for not telling my girlfriend and her family that I can speak Japanese? I, 18-year-old female, am a Japanese descent. It is not in my surname because it's on my mother's side, and I only have my father's surname. But I grew up at my maternal great-grandmother's and grandmother's house, who spoke almost 70% of Japanese all the time. So I can speak Japanese, as does my whole family, including my parents. Okay. I live in another state I live in another state far from where my parents live. Who is from Brazil will understand. My relatives are from Rio Grande do Sul, and I live in Brasilia. No idea where that is. I've been dating Laura, 19-year-old female, for 5 months. She is also a descendant, but unlike me, she has Asian traits. She knows I am of Japanese descent, but we never got into the conversation whether I speak it or not. She never asked, and I never commented. It's been about 2 months since I've had lunch every 2 weeks at her parents' house where she lives, both of whom are Japanese descent, and a funny thing always happens. They would talk in Japanese. Some things like go make the bed, the dishes are for lunch, or the dishes for lunch are yours, to the parts that spoke bad of me. She didn't eat everything on her plate, or strange way to dress. My girlfriend used to scold her parents also in Japanese, and this has been the case for the last 2 months. I'm not necessarily offended, but I find it extremely funny that they think I don't know and talk about everything in Japanese, thinking I'm lost in the conversation. It is worth mentioning that they keep the conversation 97% of the time in Portuguese. Alex, what? What's up, Frosty Dog? What? 20 times somebody didn't know the person they were talking about also spoke their language. Hi, I'm late. It's okay. My parents came over this weekend, and Laura's parents insisted that we go to their house so they could get to know each other. At some point, my mother had to leave the table and talk to my grandmother, and when she came back, she said in Japanese, "Your grandmother sent a kiss," and I replied, "Send one of mine to her later." I know Laura and her parents were surprised, but they didn't comment, and dinner stayed that way for the rest of the night. After I dropped my parents off at the hotel, Laura asked to talk to me via video call, and I said that I embarrassed my parents because they didn't know I understood and spoke in Japanese, and that they talked about family things in another language, precisely because I would not understand and would not make it boring. I replied saying, just like they badmouthed me, didn't they? But I didn't want to talk about it, and you never asked, despite knowing that part of my family is of Japanese descent. She still stood her ground, saying that I could have said and avoided the awkwardness at her parents' dinner. I didn't really do it on purpose. I just responded unintentionally to my mother talking in a language I'm fluent in. Am I the asshole? Extra. I don't live with Laura, so it didn't happen that I spoke in Japanese when my relatives in front of her. Yes, it was the first time she had met my parents. Am I the asshole? This one's difficult, right? Because it's like you've been dating somebody for 2 months and you didn't let them know that you could speak, you know, a language that they know. That's weird to me to not let them know. But the fact that the parents were talking shit about her in Japanese, I would never tell them. I would sit there and be like, what are they going to say about me today? And on top of that, I would scold my girlfriend for never telling me that her parents were speaking poorly of me. Why did you not let her know that the parents were saying these things? It is very early on into their relationship. It's only 2 months in, and they said they are quite young. So I understand. And it is pretty petty to, like, not tell them. But they were definitely using the language to hide conversation from her to talk shit about her in front of her. That's so fucked up and inappropriate. Never talk shit about somebody in front of them just because they can't understand it. You shouldn't talk shit about anyone anyways. But if you're going to talk shit about them, don't do that right in front of them. That feels so gross. The audacity of this bitch. The audacity. These parents, like... That's fucked up. I've had that happen to me before. People have said something in French and I understood what they said and I'm just sitting there like, guess I'll die. I think they're having a bad reaction to getting caught out for talking shit. Exactly. It sounds more to me like they're upset that they got caught because they know that they've been talking shit this whole time. And the daughter is being blamed by her parents. Like, why didn't you tell us? And she's like, I didn't know. So she's probably getting in shit by her parents. And now she's like, why'd you do that? And now she's putting blame on her girlfriend. But at the very root of it, it's the parents' issue. And it's their fault. They were the fucking assholes. I don't think that she was the asshole. I think it was petty. And, you know, probably not the most healthy relationship if in the first 2 months you guys are already hiding things and lying to each other about things. I guess it is early on, so I guess you don't really want your significant other to know that your parents dislike things about them. That is always a hard conversation to have. But don't turn around and then blame her. That's just fucked up. Especially, you know, that her parents are Japanese. Like, why did it never cross your mind that she could have been able to speak Japanese? I told my coworkers I got Duolingo to learn Spanish so I could see if they were talking shit about me. The best is usually when you're leaving to say goodbye in their language. Yeah, exactly. You just sit there the whole time and at the end you're just like, okay, au revoir. They're like, hold up, what? But yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. I think it's really fucked up that her parents were talking shit about you literally in front of you. And they're only using another language to hide it. It's pretty fucked up. Not cool. They would be the asshole if they didn't already hear stuff that was being said about them and only heard stuff the family was trying to keep in the family. That's true. That's true. Like, they would be more of an asshole if they were, like, specifically only speaking in a different language because it was a family matter that they didn't want her to know. But they were literally sitting there talking shit. Like, come on. The family is an asshole. The family is an asshole. You need to talk it out with your girlfriend, to be totally honest. Am I the asshole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage? Oh no. Oh no. I, 30-year-old female, don't have the best relationship with my husband's mom. Since day one, she tried to make remarks and compare me to her? ? She then tried to get on my good side and started overly praising everything I do, and sometimes even copying me, like that one time when she literally dyed her hair purple like mine, and when everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked, she actually blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. So anyways, my husband and I took 2 weeks off work to go visit some places out of the country, tourism in other words. Thing is, I was the one who saved up for and arranged for the trip. My husband was responsible for booking the tickets. My husband's mom wanted to come along and threw a temper tantrum when I said no. She called, texted, sent people to talk to me and letting her come, even threatened to call the police and make a complaint to get us to stay if she can't come. My husband said we should just take her, but I told him that he was wrong to tell her about the trip in the first place. He gave me an ultimatum. Said he wouldn't go if she can't come, and I told him that gladly would call his bluff, which made me take his words back and say, fine, I will tell her to stop it because we won't take her. Is this man married to you or his mother? Who is this man married to, you or his mother? This is an extremely toxic and unhealthy relationship with his mother that he has. I would get the fuck out of there. You should give him the ultimatum of being like, what the fuck? Things got quieter, suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My husband was walking ahead of me and was looking left and right like he was looking for someone. I asked him, but he didn't respond. He led me to the waiting area and the first thing I saw was his mom standing there with her luggage. This can't be real. I froze in my spot. I felt a cold wave washing over me and I was fuming inside. She and my husband were hugging. That's why I quietly turned around and started walking towards the exit. My husband followed me while shouting at me to stop. He tried to stop me, but I told him off the harshest way possible. He tried to say I was overreacting and that his mom was there anyway, and I should just let it go and not mess up the trip for us. I told him he and his mom could still go and that I was going home. I went home and sobbed into my dog's fur for several minutes. Turned out he booked her air ticket without me knowing. An hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip last minute. I told him that he caused this to happen. He said I was being so hard on his mom, it's ridiculous. I refused to fight anymore, but he kept on berating me and then called my family to tell them that the trip was canceled and that it was because of me. My family said I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and should have sucked it up and done my best to enjoy. Did I really overreact? No, you didn't. Your husband is extremely manipulative and toxic and disgusting. Your husband is disgusting for doing this to you. This was your trip with your mans that you were excited about, that you saved up and arranged the entire trip for. His mother had no place in being there. No place. I'm so pissed off for you. Could you imagine the fact that he lied to her, booked a fucking ticket for her after you sat there and arranged everything and saved up for this? Especially when he knows that you guys aren't on good terms, and she was saying shit like, I'm gonna call the police and make something up so you guys can't go unless I can come. I would never condone violence, but I would punch his mom in the face. I would physically violence on her. Physically violence at her in the face with my fist. I would make her so scared to be around me that she got a restraining order. Guess what? Now you can't come, bitch. Now what? You can act psycho? I could be psycho back. Ruin my trip? I don't fucking think so. I don't fucking think so, bro. You ain't even seen crazy. You ain't even seen crazy. Physically violence. I would be 10 times the psycho she is. Maybe he wanted a threesome. Whoopi, I am sorry. But like, actually though, this is so fucked up. You were 100% not the asshole and you should leave this man. He cares more about his mother and her feelings over anything that you could ever possibly feel. It doesn't matter. Why didn't she book it herself if she was paying? A lot of people have booking anxiety. A lot of people struggle with booking flights and stuff because it causes a lot of people like extreme anxiety because one little letter off and you completely fuck up your entire tickets. There's a lot of people that don't like booking stuff, so I can at least understand that, but maybe. It's called marriage, a partnership. Yeah, it's not a throuple. You want a throuple with your mother. Yeah, man, I just booked flights today and it about killed me. Yeah, it's stressful. It's stressful. If you've ever booked a flight wrong a single time, it's the most stressful thing ever, which I have done. I have showed up to an airport for a ticket that I had booked on the wrong day because when I booked through mobile, it told me the right date, but it booked for another day and I didn't even know because I booked it the same day. It got all fucked up and it was the most stressful thing you could ever imagine. It was the worst. You should be able to trust your partner to help book a trip. Exactly. You should be able to be like, oh, can you book this for me? I got everything sorted out. I did the itinerary. You just need to book it. Time zones are fucking with traveling. Exactly. Connecting flights is the worst anxiety when it's too close or first flight is late. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. I hate doing connection flights. I do direct anytime I possibly can. But yeah, 100% you're not the asshole. Your dad. Sounds like your dad, your mom and your dad. Your husband is completely in a very unhealthy relationship with his mother, and that needs to change. You ever fly to Melbourne, Florida instead of Melbourne, Australia by mistake? Huh, no, that sucks though. That really fucking sucks. Okay, next up. Let me get rid of the old Reddit look. If I just take out old, will it go to the proper article? Well, okay. It just looks better on for my framing. Am I the asshole for sending pink envelopes? How do I already know this is going to be like a toxic masculinity thing of how the fuck could you send me something in a pink envelope? You're making me look girly. I'm calling it now. Is somebody sending something to somebody and they're freaking out because it's too girly? I sell Pokemon cards on eBay as a side job. No way. I've been doing it way before the rush of Pokemon cards was a big thing. When I mail out my cards, I like to send them in different colored envelopes to stand out. The colors are red, blue, pink, green, and yellow. They're randomly picked and using different colors helps me remember who has what order. I have never gotten a complaint before and thought it was a great idea. So when your letter arrives, it's a fun experience instead of just getting a plain white envelope. I do the same thing. I had an order for a card that was randomly put in a pink envelope and mailed off to the buyer. About a week or so later, I get a message on eBay from the buyer asking me not to send him pink envelopes because pink is for girls, and he doesn't want his neighbors to see him carrying a pink letter. About a week goes by, and I add more items into my eBay, and this person bought more things from me. About 10 different cards. I don't remember him from all the other orders, so I put one of his packages in a pink envelope. I had a lot of orders that week, and a lot of people got pink envelopes, along with different colors. I'm also sure another one of his orders was sent in a blue one. He messaged me again, furious that I have sent him another pink envelope. He informed me that he would not buy from me again if the next envelope was pink. His message also included, I don't want another pink letter, only sending me color associated with American flag, so only red and blue. If it's on the gay flag, I don't want it. Weird, because the pride flag is a rainbow, but I digress. He sent other things that he felt were associated with pink that he did not want to be associated with, but I think we all get the point. So about 2 weeks later, he orders about 20 cards, which is over the weight limit for eBay standard card shipping. So I broke his order down into separate orders. Cards were bought in different orders of 5, so it was easy to do. I had to buy 3, get 2 free. I decided I didn't want this person to go without his pink envelopes any longer, so I sent him 5 separate pink letters for his cards. Now, where I think I was being the asshole was while talking to my girlfriend, she defended him saying, he could have been in the closet and you exposed him to his family. I tried to show her the messages where I don't think that's the case, so she changed it to, he doesn't want to be made fun of by his neighbors and now he will. But now I feel bad that he did ask to not get them sent anymore, but I decided to be petty. Am I the asshole? It is weird suggestion by the girlfriend, but okay. This guy is an asshole, right? This guy that's saying, I don't want pink envelopes, only the colors of the American flag. This is bullshit. They're an asshole, but you're also a petty asshole. You are running a professional business. If a customer is saying, hey, I don't want this color of envelope, when you offer other colors, if you only offer pink envelopes, like, I don't want pink envelopes, I'd be like, that's how I send them. So you could either inform this person of you might get pink envelopes or take his request seriously. I think that this person is actually a huge asshole. I'm completely reconsidering. The person that made this post is a total asshole. Yes, the guy on the other side is a total asshole as well, but he didn't ask nicely, whatever. But he said, I don't want pink envelopes. And you either should have responded with, okay, no problem, I'll change it. Which, if you did say that, you have to follow by that, because why would you lie to your customer and then do the opposite? Or two, tell them, hey, unfortunately, the way that our orders go out, some of them might be pink. If you don't want to order from us anymore, that's totally fine. So he's an asshole, but he's a paying asshole. So if you want to continue to get his business, you can't have both. Either you suck it up and continue to get his business because they're buying a lot of cards and do what they say. Inform them that that's going to be the case. Or don't. Don't send them it and don't get their money. Like, what you did was extremely asshole-ish from a professional stance. You did not inform them whatsoever that they wouldn't be getting them, and then you purposely sent them 5 of them. This is probably a fake post. I don't believe it. Nah, fuck this guy. I don't want a customer like that. I agree. Ramen buckets. I wouldn't want a customer like that either. I would message them and say, hey, if you're going to be ordering from my shop, I'm going to exclusively be sending you pink envelopes. Please don't order from me anymore. I would inform them instead of just allowing them to continue ordering from my shop. Again, you can't have both. Either you don't want them as a customer or you do. One or the other. But when you go and break up his order into 5 envelopes to purposely give him 5 pink envelopes when they were clearly stating that they didn't want them is an asshole thing to do. You were the asshole. You were the asshole. This man is an asshole. But again, I feel like so many people in this subreddit try to justify being an asshole because the other person was an asshole. You can both be an asshole. Just because one person is a toxic piece of shit does not make it okay for you to then be an asshole. It still makes you an asshole. Again, sometimes it's a justified asshole, but sometimes it's not. You know what I'm saying? You can't control what other people do, but you can control yourself. Exactly. You can't control this other person that's a fucking asshole, toxic, homophobic piece of shit. But you can control yourself by acting like a professional with your business or choosing to not accept this person's money anymore. It's the side hustle on eBay. You got super shitty messages. No need to be professional. I disagree. If you're selling stuff, I think you should be professional. If you're selling on eBay and you're doing that consistently, even if it's as a side hustle, every single customer can affect your rating. Wrong, you're a seller. Be professional. I agree. You're selling stuff. Like, asshole would key a car or something. An envelope doesn't rise to the level of I douche. No, there's different levels of an asshole, but being an asshole is being an asshole. Right? It's a wide spectrum. Being an asshole is on a spectrum. You can key somebody's car or call somebody bald. Both an asshole, different degrees of asshole. If you're selling these, you should probably be professional, especially on sites like eBay and Amazon. If you're selling from a site that forces you to have customer interaction and relies on customers to buy your stuff from your site, then be professional. Where are you on the asshole spectrum? I'm on it. Okay, I think... Oh, we got a few more added. Thank you, guys. Oh, wait, no. We already have this one. Okay, last two. Okay, you guys ready? Last 2 of the night. I'm sorry that it was a short stream, but hey, at least we're doing Am I the Asshole, right? This seems to be like one of the most popular segments that you guys enjoy. So I appreciate you guys coming and watching these. And again, please go subscribe to the YouTube. I really appreciate you guys going to the YouTube. It's probably going to be one of my biggest platforms over the next month or so, since I'm not going to be able to be streaming as much as I want to. So supporting me here and on the YouTube is so greatly appreciated. Seriously. It's really fun. Loving the new format. That's why, since I can't stream as much as I want, I'm trying to make every stream more impactful and more thought out and more like a podcast segment than just having random gaming streams and stuff. Please read the one about the umbilical cord. It's a little old, but it's my favorite. Am I the Asshole? I don't have that one in my list, but tell the mods and I can put it for a next one. Hi, Alex. You were really funny last night. Thank you. Judge Alex, best segment. Okay. Last 2. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for girl's wig after she shaves it because of me? There's this girl that lives in my uni hall. We're not roommates, but we're flatmates. Let's name her Kaya, female 19. I, female 19, met her in September when we started university and moved into the halls. We're not best friends, but we are friendly. We don't really spend that much time together. Over time, my friends noticed that Kaya tried to copy me and everything. It started slowly, accessories and some clothes, nothing major. I didn't even notice until people started pointing it out to me. I have rather a distinct style, and she started copying it. I don't own the style. She said, oh, I don't own the style, and she's free to wear what she likes, but it's the exact same copies of my outfits, which is very odd. These people are 19. They're trying to find their style. But then I started going further. I dyed my hair. She dyed her hair. I bought something for my room. She bought the same thing. I started chatting with a guy. She became obsessed with the guy to a point wherever I had a male friend or a guy I was interested in, she would go out of her way to try to get their attention. Coming down to the kitchen in nothing but a towel. She never used to do it, etc. She would do anything to distract attention. Now, don't get me wrong. I couldn't care less if the guy was looking, and even if it was my boyfriend looking. I'd have a beef with him and not her, but the blatant attention-seeking behavior was just odd. I joined societies and sports, and after she found out, she joined the same ones I did. Basically, everything I do, she copies eventually, and it's really creepy, but I haven't said anything. I wouldn't even know what to say. I think you should have a conversation with this person at this point. Over Easter break, my friend and I were at my family house, a bit drunk, and decided to test out whether Kaya really copies everything I do. I made a post on social media about shaving my head. My friend does hairdressing, and she helped me out faking shaved head, and I posted a photo with a shaved head. Oh no. I deleted the photo after a few days and forgot about the whole thing. After Easter break was over, we had uni exams and I was focusing on that. Imagine my shock when I came back and Kaya had shaved her head. And she was pissed when she saw me. She started shouting how I lied to her and why would I do that. She went on and on, really angry. Admittedly, I ignored her and I hid in my room. She sent me a text telling me that she expects me to pay for her wig and it's my fault she shaved her head. I replied that absolutely not, that it was not my fault she decided on her own to do that. She kept attacking me over it every time I saw her. It's been a few days since I came back from Easter break. My exams start tomorrow, and yesterday I received an email from my university asking me for a meeting over the issue. She reported me to the university over something she's done. This is so fake. I am genuinely confused. Was I really in the wrong? Am I the asshole for pretending to shave my head and refusing to pay for her wig? This post sounds so fake to me. This post sounds so fake to me. No, this is real. What do you mean this is real? She sounds like a fucking psychopath. It has to be fake. There's no way. This person, you need to get a restraining order against this person. It is fake. Saw a horror movie that was almost exactly like that. Yeah. Wait until the uni gets involved? Nah, that's fake. Yeah. Yeah, if the university gets involved, it's like, what? It's like, hey, this person, I would like a restraining order against. What? The university wouldn't care. Yeah, the university wouldn't care. Unless she reported her and said something that was a lie, and they're having a meeting over something that was actually fake. It's real. I posted it. It's real. It was me. I am the poster. Are you the shaved head or shaved head-y? Shaved header or fake shaved head-y? I don't know. Yo, totally fake. Yeah, this one's totally faked. No, you're not the asshole. This person sounds like a fucking psycho. Yeah. I'm just gonna move on from this one. Because this one is so fucking fake that it pains me. It is real. I am their desk lamp and I saw them post it. Oh my god. Oh my god. It has to be real. It was Megamind. It's real. I'm the wig. No, it was me. This is ridiculous. Okay, last one of the night. Am I the asshole for calling police on a neighbor after she keyed my car because of books I write? I'm a single woman in my early 30s, making a living writing and self-publishing adult fiction. By adult fiction, I mean adult fiction, with majority of the plot being steamy. I don't typically tell people what I write, but I do tell them I write books for a living under a pen name. And if you're questioning my writing abilities, I have an editor to correct my mistakes. I am not hiding it per se, but I am not telling everyone I meet what I do for a living, and none of my neighbors knew, only a bunch of friends. I live in a house alone. Pretty much all of my neighbors are either young families or retired couples. My next door neighbor is a young couple. We've been polite to each other, but haven't been close or anything. Lately, the husband, let's call him Roger, became very friendly towards me, which I tried to ignore, but he's been getting too flirty for my liking, and I started to avoid him. This already sounds fake. How are you having conversations with the husband if you're not friends with them? When are you being associated with the husband? When are you being around the husband? This makes no sense to me. Why are you even around him? They had a barbecue over the bank holiday weekend, and I was taking rubbish out to put in the bin. Roger looked at me and waved hi. I whispered something to his friend, and they both watched me very carefully, which was incredibly creepy. On my way through my garden, I saw Roger's wife, Dahlia, leaving the house with her friend, and they looked at me with disgust and whispered something to each other. It was weird, and I hurried back inside. Next morning, I found some religious leaflets put in my letterbox. They were just printed on normal printer paper and were warning about lustful behavior leading to hell. I threw them away, but kept finding similar leaflets put in my letterbox for the next week. Since I'm working from home, I am deciding who's leaving these leaflets, and to my surprise, it was Dahlia. I decided to confront her, and I stopped putting religious leaflets in my door. Despite me being polite, she was not happy. She told me that I should rethink my life because what I write is disgusting. It's pretty vanilla. And she found her husband reading it at night, and you can imagine doing what? I'm gonna get a new article. It sounds too fake. I want one more real one before we go. We're gonna cut that one out. Am I the asshole for giving a very silly, ugly smile in meetings after my boss said I should smile more? I work in tech consulting job. I'm the only woman on the team, and my boss told me I was coming off harsh with clients and I should be more upbeat and smiled more. It felt ick. I right away texted my group chat of coworkers without the management in it, asking, has boss man ever told you guys to smile more? It was an immediate round of no's, and a couple of my coworkers asked if he said that to me and pointed out the double standard. A few of my coworkers joked that some of the clients we have right now don't give them anything to smile about. So then I asked any of them if I've ever been called harsh, and again, it was all no's. I told them that the boss had told me to smile more, and one of the coworkers sent me a picture of a girl putting a silly face with weird pinched smile and bugged out eyes saying, well, what boss man says, he gets. I thought that was hilarious and decided to actually try it. Anyway, I started smiling more and more around my boss, but also a bit stupidly, just kept my mouth pinched tensely, gums on display, and purposely pulling my chin back towards my neck so I would have a double chin. I never did it in front of actual clients, just my boss and coworkers who were in on the joke, and my boss kept looking uncomfortable when I did it. He asked me at a meeting about a week ago what that face I was pulling was. I said, what face? He said, the one just a second ago. And my coworker said, what? She was just smiling. What are you getting at her for? My boss said it looked like I was pulling a face, and my other coworker pulled out his phone where he had some pictures of my recent happy hour where I was pulling the face to make my coworkers laugh. He said, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? That's literally her smile. Look at this picture from last Friday. All my coworkers backed up saying that was just how I smile. My boss was looking kind of incredulous, so I clarified that if something makes me spontaneously laugh or grin, it probably looks a little bit more relaxed. But when I'm just putting on a smile to be polite or pose for a picture, I guess that's how I smile. And I was trying to be polite after he told me I was coming off too harsh in meetings. Anyway, at my next one-on-one meeting, my boss said I didn't need to change my demeanor that much based on his comments because honestly it was coming off disingenuous and that the look was worse in front of clients. I said, yeah, I guess I never really been good at being super peppy without it looking fake. As far as I know, that was the end of that, except for it becoming a running joke at the office that I look like Nigel Thornberry, which is pretty smashing nickname, honestly. But I feel a little bad because I basically gaslit my boss and coworkers were in on it instead of being direct with him and just saying that he was coming across a bit sexist. Am I the asshole for my fake smile thing? I feel like this is everyone's the asshole here. Smashing. People are saying not the asshole, but it was still an asshole thing to do. It's fucking hilarious, but getting all of your coworkers to gaslight your boss is pretty fucked up. It's pretty funny, but I don't think that's the proper way to handle it. You probably should let your boss know that he's being kind of sexist, even though that would be really fucked up and really hard conversation to have. Funny asshole is best asshole. I'm gonna label you as a funny asshole. This was funny. You have really great coworkers, so, you know, I guess it is maybe best not to talk to your boss about it, just, you know, in case it gets escalated and you unfortunately lose this job, which is a really fucked up thing to say, because it's like, if somebody's being sexist, you should be able to address it in the workplace without, you know, risk of being fired. But it sounds like your coworkers are awesome and you don't have to directly talk to your boss as often as you maybe have to. So honestly, at the end of the day, it's fucking funny and ridiculous. But the fact that the boss was fooled by it is really funny too. Boss makes $1 while we make a dime. That's why we gaslight him on company time. Stop. Yeah, with the way the coworkers are reacting, it seems bad on the boss. Yeah, the fact that all the coworkers were backing her up and was like, oh, she's just smiling. Like, what's wrong? He definitely deserved it. He definitely deserved it. And but you are working. You're still at work. You shouldn't act this way at work. You know, like, funny asshole. I'm gonna dub the funny asshole. I like it. Fuck work, gaslight your boss always. But no, you don't want, no. You want them to learn so they're not an asshole or a sexist to their future employees. Think about the future employees. Job shouldn't make you do shit like that. That's not your job. Yeah, so get the boss fired. If they're doing fucked up things, then get them fired. Or talk to them about it. A lot of people don't realize that things like that are sexist also. Tell me how the boss didn't learn a lesson. The boss didn't learn a lesson because he didn't know that he was in the wrong. He didn't know that he was being sexist whatsoever. HR doesn't do shit. That's so fucking true, though. Alex is the boss. She doesn't want her employees to gaslight her. Please, please, please. I can't. I couldn't handle it. But thank you guys for coming out today and coming out early. I know it was a short and sweet stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Am I the asshole? Let me see. Find an artist to raid. Back to anime. Back to some anime. Great stream. Am I the asshole was fun. Good takes. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, go subscribe to my YouTube. There's all our recent Am I the Asshole videos on there, edited. If you want to binge them, if you've never been here before, they're all there for you. Go subscribe. Please, for the love of God. You're going to hear me saying this so often because I need y'all to subscribe. I appreciate you guys. You know what? I'm not even going to raid today. I'm raiding the YouTube. Go watch the YouTube. Go watch the YouTube. Unpopular opinion, if you work in human relations, you have zero idea about how the real work is done on the work floor. You guys don't know shit and gaslight workers' problems to fit your profit and narrative. Yeah, HR is pretty shitty. I had a whole rant about HR and how they treated me yesterday when I worked at Sephora. But YouTube channel is getting real good. Thank you. I'm trying real hard. So I'm not going to see you guys again until next Wednesday. So I'm sorry. I miss you. I'm going to be at Creator Clash. I'll be, if Wubby streams tomorrow, does an IRL stream, I'll be with him. Wubby says not to sub to YouTube. 10,000% lies. He would tell everybody to sub to my YouTube. He is supportive as fuck, and you're just grumpy. Sub devalued. But okay, yeah. Have a good night. Go watch the YouTube. There's a new video coming out right now. In the next 10 minutes. Wait, hold on. Macau, are you here? Macau. Hold on. Let me tell him to drop it right now. Hold on. Drop it. Are you here, Macau? Drop the video, Macau. Drop the video. Is he here?
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is. Maybe I can make it live. In the next, I know it's gonna. I think it's scheduled for 4 p.m. Oh, not me. What? It's scheduled for 4 p.m. So the new video will be coming out in the next 10 minutes. So if you don't see it early, it'll be at 4 p.m. Okay. Bye.